as I wake up in the morning, I'ma get a bag. Get a bag, yeah, I'ma get a bag. Long as I wake up in the morning, I'ma get a bag. Get a bag, yeah, I'ma get a bag. Long as I wake up in the morning, I'ma get a bag. Get a bag, yeah, I'ma get a bag. Long as I wake up in the morning, I'ma get a.
All right, good people. Your boy Ebook, producer, extraordinary in the building. Without further ado, we got straight sports talk with Coach V. I give you Coach V, and also our first guest is here and ready to talk to y'all. You can introduce him, Coach.
What up, everybody? Welcome to Straight Sports Talk with Coach Vincent. Man, I have a very special guest, offensive coordinator. Am I correct? Offensive coordinator for the Brownsville Chief, Mr. Dana Williams. Man, tell everybody about yourself, sir.
Well, listen, it's a pleasure to be on the show with you,
It's a
gentlemen.
pleasure to have
You
you.
know, um, definitely a blessing.
You see,
Little
I'm repping y'all
background.
right now.
I see that. I see that. I appreciate that.
No
And
doubt.
also, what's big? I'm a Michigan guy, man. Go blue, man. So
Go
you know
blue,
I'm
my
riding with
man.
y'all.
Go blue, my man.
hmm But no, just brief background on me, man. I come from Western Pennsylvania. You know, we're big on football here.
Yeah.
Uh, when it comes to anything that comes around the game, I love it. I put myself in positions to earn myself scholarships and opportunities to play on multiple different levels,
Okay.
and it's been, I mean, it's a godsend. Now I get to give it back on a professional scale. It's a beautiful thing.
Where you play your college ball at? Cause I remember your
I,
brother was telling me that
I
you played
started at
college ball.
Howard University, so you know what I mean. HU, you know.
No.
And then I also had the opportunity to play at Cal U in the state of Pennsylvania. Number one
Okay.
team in the nation with my friends, guys I grew up with watching and all that. We all came back to the state of Pennsylvania from D1 schools and became the powerhouse D2 school in the country.
Wow, that's deep. So how is that? Let me ask you this: by you done been on those levels, man, and you hear young men saying, "I want to play college ball. I want to get to the next level." And you, as a coach, we see the abilities and don't see it. What advice do you give to them? You know what I'm saying to get to that level, man? Because I know you come across a lot of players.
Right. You know what? I usually lead with the story that I had. I had got myself to be one of the best running backs in the state of Pennsylvania. So when colleges were knocking down doors, there was things I didn't do right. I end up having an opportunity to play at Howard. I get to Howard, and I still had that young man mentality that, you know, the world is mine, and I'll do it however I want to, and it
Right.
doesn't work. It took me really getting punched in the face, and when I went to Cal, and I'm like, man, I'm at a great D2 school, and I'm not playing. So I had to realize there was something wrong with me. My discipline was missed.
Wow.
So
That's
once I started instilling my discipline into things, I did something that most wouldn't have did. I went and trained with a dear friend of mine who was one of the best boxers to ever be world renowned, Raquan Kimbrough. I spent
mm-hmm.
my spring breaks training with him. I'm in there getting
Wow.
beat up. I'm running miles that I would never run. I needed to do something different to be a different type of great.
Okay.
So
Now,
when I tell the kids or young guys that are pursuing that, you got to be somebody that you don't even know you are yet.
yeah,
You
yeah,
haven't met the you
exactly.
that needs to be that guy.
Exactly. So I kind of relate to you, man, because I went to Michigan from 83 to 84. And I had an attitude, just like how you was talking. I felt like I should have been, you know, and then I left after 1 year and didn't pursue it. So, and I look back and I was like, and it was, I remember the coach told me, he say, I saw something in you, but you had to see it for yourself. So when you see players on that level that has it, that has the ability to play on a different higher level, what advice do you give to them? Because you see you've been there where they trying to get to.
My favorite thing to tell them is don't look in that rearview mirror anymore. There's a lot of things you have to leave behind.
Yep,
That
yep.
status quo that you live by for years of you being a man, you got to be at ground zero. You got to be enough humbled enough to let God really build on you. And if you're
Right.
not willing to fight for yourself from ground zero up, you'll never be successful on the level because you're going to get knocked down. Somebody's
Yeah.
going to tell you a hard no. Somebody's going to tell you they don't like how you play. Somebody's
Yep.
going to tell you the truth. And sometimes those are hard truths that people don't bounce back from athletically.
Yep. So now you the offensive coordinator for the Brownsville Chiefs. How y'all looking, man? I know y'all supposed to have a game against the supposed to travel to Atlanta to play hardcore Eagles, but it didn't
Yeah.
happen. Um, so how is y'all looking right now since everybody haven't been involved in a game yet? How's the mentality?
I'm trying to keep the spirits high. You know, we got a lot of guys coming from playing semi-pro and playing in other areas across the country. So now we're just literally trying to lock in and really get to see who you are. I need to
Mm,
know who you are because I can't put the ball in your hands and my trust if I don't really get to know you.
exactly.
So
Exactly.
we're looking good. Things on paper look great, but I'm not a paper guy. Paper don't win ball games.
Exactly. So, as far as you know, y'all have an upcoming game coming up. I think y'all travel here to Michigan this month,
On the
um,
28th. Yep.
on the 28th. So I don't want to say that team name because I've coached that team. But how is y'all now that y'all know y'all gonna be there? How are y'all preparing now since they know okay we gonna be in Michigan to play this team?
It's more mental because, like I said, we have guys kind of spread across the country. So it's more us locking in mentally and getting the proper information that they need. And once we get boots on the ground, like I hate to use that saying because now people are flapping fans, but once boots are on the ground and everybody's here, it's going to be a different makeup.
Yeah, it is, and I'm looking forward to coming to that game. I will be there. It all depends on because I'm with the Michigan Bills. So I don't know if we'll be playing that weekend. I don't know, but if we not, I would definitely be at that game to support y'all. Um, Tell me how the season is gonna look because I know y'all got a big schedule coming up.
Absolutely. So coming into the fall is going to be beautiful, man. We get the opportunity to be in a lot of different places, get our guys a lot of exposure, and being in the indoor arena. This is like a platform for these guys to really build, and that's why like I've jumped off the ledge to be a part of this because I want to see them be able to get a second opportunity or first opportunity for people who might have got overlooked, but might have really been that guy, just made some bad choices or
Right.
things like that happen, especially in Western Pennsylvania. I see it a lot in the Pittsburgh area. So this is another shot to be great. So with the season coming up, I want to make sure I put everybody in the places to be the best them.
Okay. Okay.
And I'm a
So
winner by heart. So look, I'm a win.
you a Williams, man. You a Williams. I talked to your brother,
That's
man.
it.
That's all he talk about is winning. I got to win this championship. You know. I
Cause
had your
listen, I
brother
mean,
on the
you
show,
don't mess
man.
around in college and go 38-3, and you don't like to win, and that's college football on a high
Yeah.
level. I went 38-3. I
Yeah.
don't like to lose.
Yeah. Your brother. Shout out to Keith Williams, the owner of the Brownville Chiefs, man. He told me a lot about it. He said, man, you gotta have my brother on the show, man. Cause he has a lot to say, man, about himself, about what he does. He spoke very highly of you when he was on my show. If you saw the show, he spoke highly of you. Um,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
um, so with the team y'all have now, you say y'all got a bunch of guys coming from different places and stuff, man. How's that working out? Because I know they hungry too and not getting that opportunity yet.
You just got to keep the kinship up because we're building a team. So you got to keep the relationships building between player to player. If you got a guy from West Virginia, should be just as close as the guy from Texas. because they
Mm.
might be standing side by side here in a few weeks, and I need you to be able to trust them.
Yeah.
So get to know each other's families, make that type of bond, because we're gonna be riding this thing for a while now, and we all need to be locked in. I'm a
Wow.
players coach.
That's what's up. That's what it's all about, man. It's about the players. You know what I'm saying? So the league that y'all in, that y'all support right now is the 8-man Extreme Football League.
hmm
So how is it? What can you tell us about that league? That you know of so far.
Basically, I've seen from the league and the teams that are in it. They are more experienced than we are. They have a bigger background.
Mm,
They've established themselves. You know, they got a revolving door of players right now. Us
mm,
being that we just getting our foot in the door. It's a different platform for us. It's going to be a little new. So
okay.
I wouldn't be shocked in the beginning that you know what I mean. You see a little bit of faults with us, but
Okay.
the league is strong. I like the talent that I do see on these other teams. I just know what I got at home, and I know what I can offer. We can compete, and we can compete at a high level.
Okay. That's and I know y'all will. So the fall league, what league is that y'all gonna be in the fall?
I believe that's the USIFL. If I'm not mistaken, I might have got the
I think
acronym
yeah,
wrong, but
yeah, yeah. I think that's what it is. That's what the Eagles, Detroit Bandits,
yes.
yeah, that's what that league is.
And,
So
and
tell
like
it.
I said, those guys have been established, man. They put their foot in the ground for a while now. They're making noise, and we're the new kid on the block, so we
Okay,
got to
so
come out swinging.
no, no doubt, no doubt. So tell everybody about the Brownsville Chiefs, man. What they expect out of the Brownsville Chiefs in the summer and in the fall.
You can expect a different type of camaraderie, a different type of family. That's what the team is based on. I like my older brother and everybody. Everything we do is family oriented. We always locked in. It's fan world forever. That's how we operate.
Yeah,
So
Hey,
anything that we bring to us, like yourself, coach, we do family big. You know what I mean? Once you're a part of it, it's a hard way to get out of it.
yeah, yeah, I'm
That's what we
already
want our
know.
guys to understand and see. We're big on making sure that you understand that we loyal to you to the soil. You might leave, you might not play another year. That doesn't mean I'm not calling you to ask how your kids are and how's your wife.
Facts, facts. You have
okay,
So that's
something?
what's going to make our
yeah,
team different
Coach.
because it's a true family.
Hold on. What's up, Big E?
Yeah, let me jump in here right quick. Yeah, we are talking to Coach Dash Williams, by the way. For those, thank y'all to everybody in the audience viewing in. We do have our second guest waiting, Miss Tiffany Gonzalez. We do see you, my friend. We will be right next with you after we finish talking to Mr. Dash Williams. All right, go ahead, Coach.
All right. Yeah, you got anything you want to ask Big Easy? That's my co-producer, Nighthawk Network. You got anything you want to ask?
Okay, well, I usually ask when people come with their additional moniker. In other words, their nickname. How'd you get the name Dash Williams, sir? I think we probably could figure it out, but let us know.
Started, it was all family based, man. It became something as a joke. Like everybody would say, like the Dame Dash whole thing, because my name is Dane, and they would say Dane Dash all the time, and I was like, no, Dash is different when y'all say it to me. But they always said I was quick to do anything when it came to them. Or quick, I always trying to be. If I tell you I'm gonna do something, I'm dashing to do it. So that's where it came from originally. It wasn't because, and then I was a Dame Dash fan as a young man because I wanted to be a mogul. I mean, I'm still gonna be a mogul, but like that was the end goal. It was like, yo, I like how he thought. He always
Right. Hey, we having a little technical difficulties with the voice. I don't know what's going on, but
Yeah, we just lost him.
we
It
just lost
dropped
him,
out on.
man. Sorry about that, everybody. Again, we gonna have technical difficulties. We working
No,
on the
I mean,
kinks. And,
it's live feed, y'all. It happens. We ain't even gonna keep acknowledging this, Coach, because every week something may happen. It is what it is, sir. Keep it pushing. You got
well, you
another
know
guest.
me. I got to let the people know,
If you want to
man.
go to your second guest, she is available. She's been waiting so patiently. I say you do that until we figure out what happened to Mr. Dash Williams. So we will now give you Tiffany Gonzalez, people.
Well, oh, she got her equipment on and everything. Hey, well, everybody, I want to welcome Miss Tiffany Gonzalez, offensive line D lineman for the Los Angeles Legends. Uh, take the flow. You on the flow. Tell everybody about yourself.
She got to unmute herself. There you go.
Hi, good evening, everybody. Nice to meet you. My name is Tiffany. Pleasure to be here. I do play women's tackle football. This is my sixth year. I do play for Los Angeles. I'm offensive and defensive line. My love and passion for football has grown more and more. What can I say? It's been a blessing. It's absolutely been a blessing to me. I've been on Nike, NFL, Telemundo 95.5 FM, KLOS, and I coach Pop Warner Flag. I give back to my community, Friday Night Lights, to the children. What else can I say other than it's fun, it's hardcore, it's intense, and the sport is growing more and more. You can hear the cheers behind me.
Yeah, I
We're having a
see.
flag event. You know, we're supporting the little sisters playing flag, which is it's also an amazing, fast, and intense sport. You know, it's coming to the Olympics too. But yeah, we're just supporting the little sister league out here on our Los Angeles Legends versus San Diego playoff 2025 weekend.
Wow. So yeah, I was looking at that. So how is the minds? It's a lot of feedback back there in the background, but I know you at practice, so that's okay. So
It's a
how is
lot
the
of energy.
minds? How is the mindset of the players for this first playoff game tomorrow?
It is locked in. It is intense. It is focused. Determination and hard work and grit is about to show. It's about to show. All the love and passion is going to be right behind it.
Okay, okay. So tell everybody about the Los Angeles Legends.
Well, Los Angeles Lakers, you know, it is women's tackle football. 11, you know, we're just from our helmets to our pads, head to toe, the mouthpiece with heavy hitting, intense touchdowns, action packed, really make you stand on your feet and cheer.
Hey,
It's really cool to see that women are out here doing what men get praised for. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
Like
yes,
it is.
yes.
We are the underdogs. We are the underdogs, and our yeah, but our hard work and grit definitely shows up very loud and tall.
So how do you feel about the recognition that women's football is getting right now?
Right now, it's beautiful for some of us older, for some of us vets that have been doing this for years. We've been doing this since it was cool, before it was even cool, before people were supporting. Oh, so sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. That's okay.
See, I do it differently. I see you got that wind gust out here, you know? They just bring that wind with that fire. But I'm sorry, my apologies. Y'all give me a minute.
That's all good. Okay. And meanwhile, Coach,
Okay, what was that question?
I
What was
said
that
how
question one more time?
I said how is it like? I mean, the recognition women getting by playing
Oh,
tackle football. Should it be a lot more people more involved in it?
absolutely, absolutely. We don't get the recognition and the gameplay as we should as women, you know, because we also have, you know, work, kids, family, husbands, you know what I mean? We also have our personal life as other than just the sport. The sport is literally a second whole job with the Zoom, the workouts, the practices,
Right.
the games, the travel. It all adds up, and you know, time is expensive. Your
Okay.
time and energy is expensive. Yeah, so you know, we would love to people come watch, support. You know, chime in, give us a like. It's free. You know what I mean?
Mm,
So you know, the games are costing about too much. You know, it's cheaper than NFL games. And it's action packed and hitting and games. The intensity is just as good, if not sometimes even better.
okay. So you also, when I talked to you before, you have a daughter that plays football. Tell everybody about that.
Well, it was another amazing opportunity that I had. Long story short, I was at a Pop Warner with my son at a football camp, and behind the bleachers was a bunch of women playing football. The yelling, the howling. It's just the practice was so intriguing. It was just so really cool. It was really unique and different. It was eye catching. It was so looking at the kids. They're looking at these women on the practicing on the field. And I just had to go and check them out and ask them questions about what is this, how's it going, how do you get involved? And they're like, aren't you over there? No, I'm talking to y'all. So I happened to be, it was my daughter on the other side when I'm over here talking to these people. And they're like, yeah, look at my phone. Yeah, that's my kid. You know what I mean? And they're like, you know what? You're interested? Okay, cool. Come to tryouts. So we went to tryouts and we did amazingly, surprisingly great. We made the team. We made the cut. And from there on, we've been locked in ever
Wow, that's amazing.
yeah, it is amazing because not only to do it as a woman, what I mean, to do it as a mother, a wife, at work and just practicing dreams, like you really have a lot going on, and then to add football, a whole new, another job to the list to the roster, what I mean, is was intense, but it's been a blessing, it's been
Hey,
amazing.
hey,
So
I'm
has it been
so
the journey? So
I
has been the journey with my daughter, 11
okay, okay. Also, I want to also I want to ask you, how are you to balance wife, mother, work, football, all this in a whole? How are you able to balance all this out?
and with the kids' sports and their curricular activities and so forth, to be honest, a big calendar with different color markers. A lot of planning,
Okay.
a lot of planning and organization.
So if a young girl was to see you out there playing ball and she want to play, what advice would you give these young ladies that want to get off into football?
Follow your hearts, follow your dreams, work hard, be kind, and amazing things will happen.
Right on. I know you got practice. I'm not finna hold you up. Y'all preparing for the San Diego Rebellion. Big E, you got a question you want to ask? Can't hear you.
No, not this time around. Just wanted to thank
Wait,
Vincent for your
that's my
patience. Thank you for waiting so patiently. I wanted to tell you, but yeah. Again, thank you for
can't
coming
hear
on the
you.
show. We
We
appreciate you.
can't hear you, Big E.
You still can't hear me?
No.
Hold on.
So Miss Gonzalez, so
You hear me now?
tell us about the league that you're in. Uh, tell everybody about the league that you're in. How can they reach out and find more about Miss Tiffany Gonzalez?
You can find me on tiffanyj.com, tiffanyjgonzalez.com. You can find me on tiffany.patrickweb on IG, or fantastic, like actually Tiffany Gonzalez on Facebook. And to find out more about the Los Angeles Legends, look on the Los Angeles Legends website. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok.
Okay,
We
okay.
would love to have you come and show the support for women's sports.
Well, you know you got my support. You and your team got my support. I will be looking at y'all tomorrow on Sports X. I will be tuning in on that. I already downloaded the app, so I will be watching tomorrow. I will
Fantastic.
be
That's
watching tomorrow.
make you
So
get your
look,
popcorn ready.
I know you at practice and everything. I want you to go back to practice. I know y'all preparing for your game and stuff. Miss Gonzalez, it's an honor and a pleasure to have you on the show. I'm gonna have you back on the show, but I want your daughter to come on
All right.
first. Okay?
Awesome, coach.
All right,
All right, coach.
tell everybody I say have a good game tomorrow, okay?
All right, coach. Thank you, everybody. Peace, love. I'm out.
All right. That was Tiffany Gonzalez. That was Tiffany Gonzalez for the Los Angeles Legends, man. She got a good spirit, man. She remind me of Miss Ingrid, who I had on here before. So y'all can check them out on Sports X. You can download it to Apple or Google Play Store. You can look them up. You can find all the women's sports for the WNCF Women's National Football Conference. You can look them up. Watch every women's game on their whole playoff season. I know tomorrow the Mississippi Lady Panthers play tomorrow. Shout out to Miss Roberts, and her team, and everybody else who's playing tomorrow as well. Shout out to y'all. So our next guest will be coming up at about 9 o'clock.
Okay, well,
You know,
hold on, Coach, because we still
yeah.
got Dash. He came back. He been waiting on us to bring him back in. So,
Bring him back
finish
in.
that
Yeah,
up.
bring
All
him
right.
back in. Hey, what's going on, Coach? Sorry about that, man.
Sorry, a little technical difficulties, man. Got us messed around a little
Yeah,
bit.
cause it's like kind of groggy. That's what I'm hearing. Hearing kind of groggy and stuff, man. So, um, what I wanted to ask you before we got disconnected, I just got off with an interview with Miss Tiffany Gonzalez, man, and the mode that I'm finna ask you is the preparation from practice, keeping the mindset, everything, man. Because it's everything is about preparation when it comes to football. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you have a long layover and everything. What is the Brownsville Chiefs, man, and yourself are doing? Do y'all do
The
community
biggest thing for
work?
me, yeah, we actually are. We have a community event that is actually big. Our players are actually going to support a flag football league. Well, it's a flag football day for the kids, man. One of a family member, and he's a great guy, man. Bruiser's putting on an event in the Uniontown area for the kids. It's a youth league flag thing. So our players will be there to be out there to just support, help. We'll all be out there, and that's going on tomorrow.
Okay,
So like we're
okay,
getting more active. We're throwing more events. You know, Western Pennsylvania, we're a place where they do like beer bashes and things like that. But it's still to get the people out, get to interact with them. So like we're trying to get more socially active with the community. You know what I mean? And we got more upcoming events. We're putting some things together. Like we're butting our heads together to just try to find something that's going to be that niche to where the community really knows. Like we not only playing out here, we're
okay,
really people that want to be active and want to see change and want to be a part of certain things.
okay. So also, man, I want to ask you this, man. Have y'all done any film work of the teams that y'all gonna be competing with, and your thoughts on that?
That honestly has been a struggle for me. I'm a big film guy, and it's some of the teams don't have the same guys. Some of the teams don't have film online, so it does make it a little harder. You know, but I hope to build a relationship with the coaches to where we can exchange film because I know they want to watch their players, so I know they have it, and I'll do my due diligence to give it back to you. Like, listen, I want to compete, so here I want you to watch me.
Right.
Show me how you think you can stop me, because I'm gonna show you how I know I can try to beat you.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. And I think a lot of teams should be doing that. Even though some of them ain't played no games like y'all self. Um, Again, it's the mental part of it. What else more that y'all doing far as mental to keep the players in tune far with practice, how the practice been doing, how the practice and stuff been going.
Practice has not been as and we respect it. It's super early, man. Our regular season is not until the fall. Summer we have games of that magnitude, and then we got guys like I said coming off of playing some semi-pro. We got a couple other guys who played elsewhere, so it was like it was getting far and in between with practice. But we in the stages of making sure that all works out. Everybody's schedules are all in line. You know, our guys are going to be flying out, so everybody's going to be at home basically. So now moving forward, we'll be fine.
So how is it? And that's another thing. You got a lot of semi-pro players that's coming from the semi-pro league that want to play indoor football now. And they some of them ain't never played it before. How? And I
And
know
I'll
y'all
say
have
this:
some on that team on y'all team. How was that working out for them?
they're honestly they're being sponges because I got an opportunity to play arena, so I truly understand the game for what it is. So in that transition, I'm able to teach them what they need to know and why this happens, or why this person's going to be here, or why you can't do this exactly. And they've all been fully attentive. They all look around and they all want to know, and they like the transition that they're walking into because a lot
Okay.
of it fits a lot of the players that we do have. Semi-pro did not fit them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I agree. I agree with that. I do. With the players, the current players that y'all have now, I talked with Mike Standard. I talked with Mr. Percy Snow. Um, how would those play? I even talked to another guy, Mr. He was y'all quarterback, but I don't think he's no longer with y'all, Mr. Ryan. How is that working out with them by them being veterans? They've been with y'all. How's it been working with them now?
Mike and Percy's leadership is day to day. Like our team talks every day. Like we don't miss a day that that chat is not jumping. Your phone would be dead if you was in our chat
Mm,
because you're not making it through a whole day with your phone because everybody's talking all day. So the communication and the consistency with the leadership of them always trying to reach out, make
right.
sure others have or everybody's in the right mind state. It's really nice to have those guys as vets being a part of the club. So it
Yeah,
does. It moves
it
things
is.
forward a
It
lot
is.
smoother, especially with the
So
younger guys we have coming in.
with the coaching staff, how is the coaching staff bonding? That's another thing because I'm big on coaching staff. Everybody got to be on the same page. Because if the players see what's going on with the coaches, they're gonna feed off of that. So how is it with the coaching staff and the players?
Being that they realize that the coaches are all family, so we always with each other, we always calling just to talk about nonsense. They see that camaraderie we have is just family. Like we can have a disagreement on a Monday, we back talking about Monday night.
Mm,
So they see that like we are when we say family oriented, it's so easy to be transferable to them.
hmm Okay, okay,
So they
that's what's
understand
up.
the way that we talk
And
to them,
and
how we would
and I
talk to our
get, like I
family.
say, man. I talked to your brother, at least once a week. Me and him would chat it up, man. And he's very family oriented. How is it with his food, man? He be posting his food up a lot. How's his food?
He do, man. That's his craft, and he loves it, man. I support him.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Hey, well, look, man. How can people find more out about you and the Brownville Chiefs? How can they reach out and if they want to know more, find out more? If they want to give out support to y'all, how can they find y'all? Hello? Hello?
No, it looked like we lost him again, Coach.
Why is it not on the big screen?
What big screen are you talking about? You talking about this one?
No,
Okay,
bigger.
okay, I'm not understanding. But
We'll talk later. It ain't no
yeah,
problem.
like I said, this is what we got. Everything's working fine on this end. Some of the internet connections we got tonight ain't working so good. It's like that here in live feed. Sometimes
Yeah.
y'all depend on where the internet is and where that person is in the internet and what the weather is like where that person is, so on and so forth. We may tend to have some technical difficulties here and there. We cannot let it frustrate us. It's part of the business, as I tell Coach, because Coach fine coach of football, still working out the game when it comes to podcasts. So it be like that sometimes, coach. It's okay, brother. It's okay. I know we had a little flip flop with the guests, little schedule snafu, no doubt, but I'm glad that we did get Miss Gonzalez and Coach in. Like I said, he here he is again. He's back now. Hold on.
Gentlemen, I'm so sorry, man. It kept kicking me out, man. I
Yeah,
don't
don't.
know
Hey,
what's
it's all
happening on
right,
my.
man. It's all right, man. Again, can you tell everybody before we end? Tell everybody how they can find out more about the Brownsville Chiefs,
Yes.
yourself, and the owner.
What we do have going on, we have our own blast page. So you know what I mean, and you can get on. We have apparel, we have player
Yep.
profiles, and we're building them as we
Matter.
speak to
Go
the
ahead, I'm
upcoming
listening.
season. It's going to be something really really nice, man. And you get to actually get to know our guys, get to know us as well, get to know what the organization is based around. Um, and we're going to have more events. We're going to have more things that we're going to be posting where you could actually have our fan page. Our fan page is in the works. So we got a lot of good things coming up, man. And we would love to have the support. And like to Tiffany Gonzalez and her team, best of luck to these ladies tomorrow, man. I hope they do extremely well.
No
You know what I mean?
doubt.
I'll be looking out for it. I'm gonna see if I can catch the stream and watch.
Yeah, it's called Sports X. You can look it up on Apple Store or Google Store. You can find it. And this is apparel for the damn, they can't see it, for the Brownsville Chief. The owner, Mr. Keith Williams, sent it to me. They also sent me the hat to go with it. You know, I'm putting them in the frame. So I'm just gonna wear the hat, but the shirt going in the frame because it's a 3X. I can't wear that.
No, yeah. Listen, I don't know
I
why he thought you
can.
wanted. I didn't know. I didn't know why he brought you a picnic blanket. That's ridiculous.
Right. Right.
I sure hate you say I wear picnic blankets, sir. But anyway,
Matter of fact,
again,
Big
thank
E,
you.
I'll get it to you, man. I'll
There you
give it
go.
to you,
I
man.
will gladly represent.
No,
Okay.
Yeah, no
you a
doubt,
smooth
man. No
2X.
doubt.
You know what I mean? You a 2X with a button up.
Okay. Nice try. Nice try.
Hey,
Okay.
but look, Coach, you know, I know we've been technical difficulties and everything, man. We gonna be talking much more, man, because I gotta bond with y'all, man. And
Yes, sir.
I would like to have you on the show more. I'm gonna be interviewing more of your players as well. Um, and look, man, it's a pleasure to have you on here, man. Shout out to y'all when y'all travel up here to play the Eagles. I hope y'all stomp them, and I mean that personally, you know. But hope it be a good game, you know, regardless for both teams. You know what I'm saying? So,
Mhm.
hey, man, again, let everybody know how to reach out to you and to Brownsville Chiefs. Cause
Like
I
I
had a
said.
guy. Oh, I don't know. I had a guy reach out to y'all quarterback.
Hmm.
I don't know if y'all talked to him yet. Yeah,
Yeah,
I had.
I believe Keith spoke with him. I haven't had the opportunity yet, but that'll be something nice. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
like the depth and I like to compete. You know what I
yeah,
mean? I expect you if you coming in, come in to show out and show up.
yeah. No doubt. He say he want to come and show out, man. So
So listen,
we'll see.
look, my doors are always open, especially with this league and be able to develop these guys, help them get to the next level, understand making nil deals and understand the sponsorship where they can make a financial gain from them coming out and doing something they love.
Yeah, no
And if
doubt.
that's what any of them leave with, if it's only one or it's all 25 of them,
Bro,
I did my due diligence.
no doubt, no doubt, no doubt, man. And again, I appreciate you coming on, Coach D. You welcome on Straight Sports Talk anytime, brother.
I
You know,
appreciate it, man. It's been a
you know,
blessing,
when
Big
I
E, man.
first
It
talked
was a
with you, man,
pleasure.
you know, you a good dude, man. And I like what y'all doing down there, man. You know, even though things get ups and downs, man, you know what I'm saying? That's part of life and that's part of football, you know, but y'all doing y'all thing, man, and I salute y'all for that, brother.
I
You know.
appreciate it. I appreciate it. We're gonna be something big. I'm telling you, in a few years, we'll be laughing at this conversation that we had the first time that I was on, and then the build up and the national recognition that this team and things will get. It's gonna be crazy. I'm telling you, I got big dreams for this,
And I'm
and
looking
I
forward to
don't dream.
hearing
I
that.
exceed. So you know what I mean. That's why they call me Dash for a reason.
Okay, okay. And I'm looking forward to seeing it. Um, hopefully, you know, never know, might be a part of it, man.
I mean, I love
But
that.
you know, but I wish all the success for the Brownsville Chiefs in this league, the 8-man extreme football league and the United States Indoor Football League. And that's in the fall. So with that, man, you have a good night. Enjoy your weekend, man, and be safe, man. Much love, brother.
Much love. Happy Juneteenth in advance, brothers.
You as well, brother.
Absolutely.
Go blue, man. You got my number, man. So we gonna be chopping it up, bro.
And
Absolutely. Always
remember,
go
like and
blue.
subscribe, Coach Dash, and Coach Dash. You make sure you like and subscribe us too, bro.
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely. I'm
please
right
do.
to it.
All right,
Please
Keith.
do.
All right.
All right, man. Have a good one.
Thank you, guys.
You
No
got it.
doubt. Peace. Man, that was Coach Dane Dash Williams, offensive coordinator for the Brownsville Chiefs. A good guy, man. You know, we become to be real cool and everything, and I like that, man. Shout out to his brother, the owner of the Brownsville Chiefs. They'll be traveling this way here June 28th to play the Michigan Eagles. Also, shout out to our previous guest that we just had, Miss Tiffany Gonzalez. She will be, her and her team will be going in the battle tomorrow at 8 p.m. against the San Diego Rebellions. You can check that out on Sports X, right?
Okay, sir. Also, remember you could also check that out on the Victory Plus app as well.
Victory Plus app. That's what I was trying.
I thought
Victory
you had
Plus
found a
app.
new hookup. See, Victory
Victory.
Plus app, y'all. Like you said, you can find it on Apple or Google Play.
Yeah. You can check all their games out. It's Women's National Football Conference or Women's National Conference. No, Women's National Football Conference. They'll be on the Los Angeles Legends will be playing against the San Diego Rebellions. Check them out. Miss Tiffany Gonzalez plays for the Los Angeles Legends. Um, so tune in, man. Download that link and check their game out tomorrow at 8 p.m. Our next guest, he'll be in at 9, so I guess we can just go at it.
Well, okay, that means it's time to ask Coach V some questions while we on
Oh,
the subject. Okay, first and foremost, Coach V, we appreciate you having this platform for people that
no
are
doubt.
coming in the game in terms of developmental football, as you like to call it. Basically, not quite on the national stage. Some of them secondary and third stages, but all with that love and hunger for football that we all who love football have, particularly
No
you, Coach.
doubt.
That being said, you a Michigan man, so I got to ask you a question as the Michigan program has come up in the news recently in regards to the whole cheating scandal situation. Unfortunately, it looks like they want to possibly give more sanctions to the university. What's your thoughts on that, Coach?
Man, let me, as a coach, as a player that once played the game, and that's coached the game, everybody s- still signs, man. I think it's petty, especially from them suck-eye fans. You know, it's just pitiful, man. I'm not mad at Connor Stallion at all. He did what he was supposed to do. He did it better than what they was doing. And now they trying to figure out how he did it so they can start using it and they can't. So with that, man, it's just a bunch of BS. They still national champions. They will always be national champions. So with that, man, I don't, hey, the NCAA, they got enough problems to worry about with that little minor sign stealing thing, man. Because everybody, they do it in baseball, they do it in soccer, they do it in basketball, they do it in every sport, man, to figure out how can they beat their opponent. That's part of the game.
Okay, so here's the thing, Coach. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, you know some of the plays that they actually gonna run and what the cause is. Do you not still have to stop them from running that play? Do you not have to have the talent to make that happen?
Let me tell you, old school told me this a long time ago. He said, I can tell you all my plays, but at the end of the day, it's 11 on 11. Guys on defense has to stop the offense. The guys on offense has to get by the defense. somebody gonna clash. So somebody ain't going is not doing their job if they not stopping the offense and the offense is running on the defense. So at the end of the day, you got to stop. Period.
I
You
mean,
got to stop.
here's my thoughts on it. Keep in mind, never been a coach a day in my life. Have been a journalist for a little bit. My whole thing is because it's continued to be brought up in the media and being made such an issue. That's
It's
why
because
we
it's
still
Michigan.
discussing this. I mean, keep in mind, it's not just because it's Michigan, but it's also because Michigan is a brand in and of itself. Understand this day and age of NIL and all this other stuff. We know before there was NIL, players was getting paid. Okay, I know that myself.
Oh yeah, of course,
I,
of
I mean,
course.
I won't speak too much to it. I mean, keep in mind my.
No, you can
I
because
mean,
they
I
won.
literally can, but because I know for a fact. But that being said, um, that should be a bigger concern. How all that's going to work out in terms of future dealings and whatnot, as opposed to this whole thing. Because, like you said, there are many other programs, and several other people have came out and said as such that do some form of what Michigan did because it was just part of the game. Just so fact that they were winning, teams was mad, they decided to tell. Okay, I promise you, some of them same programs, and it's interesting that certain programs that speak up boldly about it, the team down south, for example, that they act like they have never had any scandals or situations go on their campus.
Man, come on. Everybody done has
Not
some
the
type of
case.
scandal going on. But I want to give you something. If Michigan was so much of a sign stealing, let's say they've been stealing sign stealing for 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
Let's bring that that Appalachian game up. Uh,
Uh-huh.
let's bring that Appalachian
Yeah,
game up.
what happened that day?
Who lost?
Right, right.
Who lost? At the end of the day, it's 11 on 11. Man against man. You stop me, I stop you.
Absolutely.
Come
Yep.
on now.
Now, again, let's go to another subject. As you know, last year EA Sports came out with a brand new version of college football for their gaming systems. It was the highest selling game that they have had since Madden first came out many
Bryce
years ago.
Underwood.
That being said, the newest version is coming out soon, and just like last year, not only will every single Division One player, including HBCU's players, I might add, get their own personal copy of the game, but they also will receive a not disclosed at this point amount of money for being a person in the game. You of course can opt out if you choose to, and some players have for whatever reason. But each and every player, keep in mind, your average college football team has maybe 100 some odd players. Each and every player is going to receive money. What's your thoughts on that?
That's good. That's good. Because I'm Jalen Rose said it clear when he had that documentary about the Fab Five. He say, man, everybody was making money off of us,
Absolutely.
and we were winning. We was out there putting the work in. They selling our jerseys, our socks, or whatever.
Yeah.
They making,
Candace Parker just recently said that in her interview with the Preppers Club this week.
yeah, they making money off of us. So I'm glad that they making some money. Now it's a little overboard now. But I want to not step away, but still say this. I want to give a shout out to the young lady from Texas A&M or Texas, one of them, or either Oklahoma. One I forgot the school. She
Softball,
just signed a 1.5 million
that would be the
NIL
young lady
deal
from Texas Tech. Yes.
from Texas Tech. Shout out to you, young lady, for doing your thing. Shout out. It's well deserving. These people, these universities, they make money off of y'all, but expect for y'all to take care of them. Now it's going. Even though we still the players still here and the university's here, but they getting something, and that's all that matters. And shout out to that young lady, man, that just signed that deal. First young black young lady. Shout out to you.
Absolutely. And again, definitely want to shout out all the college football players, the student athletes. People don't often see just how tough it is for some of y'all to compete and still be an academic at a very high level, particularly in a school like a Michigan, which is an academic school
Academics,
first,
yeah,
where you have to have a certain amount of things going on in order to have it going on.
you're
So
right.
yeah, definitely shout out to all y'all that's making it happen. Also, want to shout out all the NFL players that are starting to go back to HBCUs and become part of their program. As you know, we got a couple new coaches next year going to the HBCUs. You got, of course, Michael Vick doing his
Right.
thing at Norfolk State, and then of
Shout out
course
Michael
we got
Vick.
Deshaun. Uh, he is going to do his thing over there at Delaware State. So shout out to
Okay.
them two brothers, and of course, you know Eddie George has been there for a few years in the HBCU, and of course, we all know what Prime did when he was over there.
Yeah. Yeah. Prime opened the door for everybody, man. You know, that and I prime time he get his they bash him and all that, man, but they don't look at the good that that man is doing, man. And I shout out to him for what everything, not just on the field but off the field as well, man. I want to bring up something, man, about last week. Last week we traveled to Indiana last week, and it was a don't go nowhere, Biggie.
Oh no, I'm here. I'm here.
Okay. And it was a, I'm talking about, it was a dog fight. I'm talking about our guys gave it a, I mean, we battled, man. And we went down there with 16 or 17 players. Them brothers was tired, but they kept fighting. Even though we lost the game, they kept fighting, man. You know, I was think I had it in my mind that we was winning this game. This was gonna open the door. They were an undefeated team. They was a 60-man roster. So they were subbing. We couldn't do that.
Mm.
We couldn't do that, man. Our linemen, defensive line, offensive line, shout out to y'all, man. Y'all did y'all thing, man. I'm proud of y'all. Y'all held y'all ground even when you was tired, burnt out. You didn't give up, man. You didn't give up. You know, only thing we have to work on is that mental breakdown, man. And we work on that, man. We should be able to get a 3 seed in the playoffs.
That
Um,
y'all need to get some more players. What the heck?
no, they be back this week. Everybody
Yeah,
be
that's
back.
good.
Yeah,
That's
they
good.
just couldn't travel. They
Yeah,
couldn't travel.
gotcha.
This week, no, next week we got the Cincinnati War Eagles. They come to us. We'll be playing up in Monroe. That should be uh, a good game, and we should come out victorious on that game. And then after that, we play the Detroit Ravens, which is another number 1 team. They're undefeated as well. And then after that game, we travel to West Virginia to play the West Virginia um, Ohio Valley Ironmen, the one that the Sean Nuke Bell played for. That was just on our show.
Mm-hmm.
So we looking to finish the season off strong. We look and he made the roster too. He made the roster too. He made
Congratulations.
the 60-man rosters.
All right.
Congratulations to Deshaun Nuke Bell, man. You know, your future is promising, man, and I wish nothing but the best, man, because you deserve it. You really deserve it, man. So yeah, the Michigan Bills, man, we looking to bounce back from that loss we had. Well, even when the game was over with, I went over to, to holler at the other team and stuff. They was like, look, hey coach, we holler, but we got to get out of here. I'm like, wow, what's up? He said, man, this is a sundown city right here. I said, oh, okay.
Oh
I said,
wow.
oh, okay.
Okay.
So our players, they just over there lagging and gagging. I say, do this here, man. Let's wrap this up. This is Sundown State. And they was like, what's a Sundown State? I say, man, can't no brothers be here, bro. Can't no brothers be here. It's time to go. And you know, we got some white people on our team and stuff, Miss Mary and her son and a few more
Yeah.
other players.
Yeah.
And they was like, what? I said, yeah, y'all with us. They gonna think y'all, they gonna put y'all in us. So come on, let's get out of here, man. It's
Sadly,
crazy how
very
people
good people.
still, and I'm talking about they got up out of there. They got up out of there, man. So shout out to the Indiana Bison, man, for giving a good game to us, even though we fell short, but it was a lot of promising in that game, man. I saw the fight in the Michigan Bills, I saw the fight. Once we get away from the mental breakdowns, and then going at each other, man, because that's what teams feed off of.
Mm.
Once we get away from that, man, we gonna be 100, man. So I'm looking forward to these last few games. I got some coming up with me. Couple of coaching interviews. I'm gonna be checking them out too. These upcoming months and stuff like that. So um, yeah, my future is looking kind of good, man, in coaching for real, and it's gonna be on the stage too.
Nothing but
Yeah.
future success for you, coach. You know we want nothing but the best for you, my man.
No doubt, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt, man. Our next guest should be coming in, if not already in the
All
show.
right, it is 9 o'clock. So if you want to touch base with them, and while he does that, y'all, we're gonna go to commercials. When we come back, hopefully we will have our third guest this evening. That will be this brother here, Mr. RJ Cadell, professional football player. This is Straight Sports Talk with Coach Vince. We'll be back after these words from Nighthawk Network. You know our motto, Nighthawk Network. Our voices for our people.
In this world full of opinions, it is time you hear some of hers. Speaking Freely with Ms. Geigo Podcast. Find it on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, as well as where other great podcasts are found.
Hey, this is your boy Ebook. And if you're looking for some great desserts, something sweet, something to treat yourself with, please check out my girl Caramel Sweets here in the Metro Detroit area. She can make desserts for your function, your event, or just for that special someone you want to give something nice to. So check her out. It's Caramel Sweets. You can find her on Facebook and Instagram. We appreciate you. All right, good people. We are back. Straight Sports Talk with Coach Vince. What's going on, Coach?
Yeah, I just got off the phone with Mr. RJ Cadell, wide receiver, linebacker for their professional arena football team, Iowa Woo. They have a game this Sunday coming up with the Hot Springs Wise Guys. Right now, he's at a team event. It's not over with yet. He told me, he said, man, I try to king in. I said, no, just go ahead, finish out with your team event. I wish that everybody, when y'all know y'all coming on the show, you let me know ahead of time what's going on so we can try to do things. But hey, things happen, things happens, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to the Owl Woo and Mr. RJ Cadell on their season, on a game that's coming up this Sunday at 8 p.m. against the Hot Springs Wiseman. Um, Look him up. You can look up RJ Cadell on Facebook. You can look him up on Instagram. You can also look up the Iowa Woo on Facebook and Instagram. Tell you everything about him. It is a professional indoor arena football team. It's very fast, very competitive. So just check them out. Hopefully we'll have him on next time. So Big E, you have anything you want to add to this before we, close out?
No, again, thanks to everybody thus far who's been on the show. We appreciate your
No
time and
doubt.
effort. Thank you for letting us know about how you come to know the game, how you come to love the game. Thank you for spreading the word. Thank you for following, liking, and subscribing both the podcast and my network. I personally want to thank you guys for that. We appreciate you. If we all can link up and help each other grow and evolve, it's amazing what we could accomplish.
No doubt, no doubt. And I want to thank you as well. Again, I do that every show, man, for letting me be a part of the Nighthawk Network and for sponsoring me as well. Again, this short straight sports talk. It's show for y'all, man, to talk about your career, your life, what you want out of football. What are you gonna do to help another person that want to get into it? Shout out to all the women's football players that's playing football. I know y'all love what you do and everything, so keep up the good work. To all the men football players from the pro developmental level to the professional higher level, man. Shout out to y'all as well. Keep up y'all good work. Keep grinding and just trust the process. And y'all always will have a format right here on Straight Sports Talk, sponsored by the Nighthawk Network. So with that, y'all have a good night. I hope y'all enjoyed the guest that we had on. Had on the offensive coordinator, Mr. Dane Dash Williams for the Brownsville Chiefs. You can look him up at Dane Dash Williams on Facebook. You can look up Brownsville Chiefs on Facebook as well, and as on Instagram. Also, we had Miss Tiffany Gonzalez, offensive line, defensive line, special teams, athlete for the Las Vegas Legends. She's a 3-5 way player. You can look her up on Facebook, Tiffany Gonzalez. You can look the Los Angeles Legends up on Facebook, Instagram, and on TikTok. She also, Tiffany Gonzalez, also have a TikTok page as well. Mr. RJ Cadell, sorry he couldn't be on. He's at a team event. He plays with the Iowa Woo men's professional arena football team. And you can reach him on Facebook if you want to know anything about him. You can go on his Instagram page, which is RJ Cadell, Caddell. Or you can check out the Owl Woo. They have a Facebook page and an Instagram page as well. So with that, everybody, thank you for tuning in to Straight Sports Talk, sponsored by the Nighthawk Network. Shout out to all the networks that's part of the Nighthawk Network. Shout out to all y'all. I can't name all y'all, so y'all know what I'm talking about. Shout out to all y'all.
All right, and then of
Um,
course, before we go, we got to give a special shout out to a very special member of the Nighthawk Network because it's her birthday today. Happy birthday, Aunt Nikki!
hey, happy birthday, Aunt Nick. Enjoy your day. You know what I'm saying. Also, before I close out, Everybody send prayers out to my man Big Easy. You can look him up on Facebook, Eric Buckner. You can go on his Instagram. You can go on his Facebook page. You can also go on Get Off My Line Facebook page. Am I right?
Get off my line
Also,
informational page.
yeah.
Yeah, that's correct.
Also, I want y'all to put in prayers to his co-host, and he also hosts, his shows as well. Mr. Dale Lee, you can look him up on Facebook, you look him up on Instagram. He has a TikTok page as well. He also has he's on Get Off My Line as well. So send y'all prayers to these two gentlemen here, man. Because we all family, man, and it's all about picking each other up, keeping that positive vibe.
Appreciate
So
you, bro.
it ain't nothing but love, brother. You do it for me. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? So with that, man, everybody have an awesome night. Have an awesome weekend. Stay away from the clowns. Keep your mind on high. Keep God out on front. And as always, go blue.
You know it.
Take us out.